Why? That's the question you want answered, right? Why did we do what we did to the Nitros? Well, it's simple, really. They got what they deserve because you see, they are nothing more than fake little bitches. Because when I arrived here in CWE, I was told tales of the great Eddie and Sonya Nitro, the underdog. Eddie, the guy who will get beaten down time and time again and keep coming back for more. And then Sonya, the rebel, the woman who will stand for no bullshit and will jump headfirst into any fight regardless of the odds. But it turns out those tales were nothing more than fantasy. Because the underdog, the rebel, are nothing more than masks they wear to try and convince you, dear viewers, that they are something that they aren't. Because you see, the versions of the Nitros that we get to see, or to put it more bluntly, the versions we have to put up with, well, they're quite different. You see, what we get to see are two little bitches who, anytime they lose, which is quite a lot, will blame the ref. They'll blame their opponents. They'll accuse their opponents of cheating. They'll say they've been screwed. Hell, they'll even blame management for, and I quote, giving them matches against people they can't beat. And they will go on and on to anybody with a pair of ears about how it was unfair, about how they're being screwed. Well, I know that both of you must have been dropped on your heads multiple times as children, but the only people to blame for your own incompetence is yourselves. But little did the both of you know that each time you complained, each time you lied to the audience's faces, you dug both of your graves just a little bit deeper. All we had to do is make you lie in them. So when Bella approached me with a plan to do just that, well, it couldn't have been written any better. Because you see, my plan was always to beat you to within an inch of your life, Eddie, but involving your bitch of a sister and beating both of you until the light faded from your eyes, well, that was all Bella's idea. Turns out, we're quite like-minded. Because like me, she also carries the same hatred for fake, rejected little Power Ranger-looking wankers like yourselves. So all that being said, that that is your why. They dug their own graves, we simply ensured that they rested in them. And I know we'll be demonized for this. I know we'll be made to look like the villains, but it's villains you want, and it's villains will fucking give you. Because while the Nitros might have been the first to be buried in shallow graves, they will not be the last. Because Bella has dominated down there every woman in that division, but apparently one time wasn't enough for O'Neill Renee. But luckily for you, O'Neill, Bella is willing to once again teach you a lesson of who runs the women's division. And once she's finished splitting your skull, she'll wait for the next woman to grow a set and try and take that title from her. But now, on to the business of our tag team titles. The titles we won at Camomania, and since then, not one team has even so much as said they'd like to try and take these titles from us. And that, quite frankly, well, that disappoints me. So this goes out to everyone in that locker room, whether you're an established team or two people who have never uttered one word to each other. Come and try your luck, because you have the chance to put your name in the history books as the first team to beat the House of Cards and become new tag team champions. Or the history books will remember you as nothing more than a couple of bodies left in the House of Cards' path of destruction. And you're left staring up at the lights, bloodied, bruised, and beaten as your hopes and dreams begin to slowly slip away. And the light begins to fade from your eyes. You'll realize it was always going to be this way, as it was foretold in the cards.